Ka-chow!
On this car, the window glass fell into the door. You can see how the window regulator is jiggling like this. The joint has worn out. It should be very tight, and this causes your window to fall.
Pulled this right off. The only thing that's holding it on are these two little clips, so you just kind of get your fingers under there and pull it off. And then we're gonna have a screw here. And a screw in the door cup.
Remove the door handle by prying up on the left first, gently pushing the metal door handle bar out of the plastic holder and undoing the electrical connector for the door locks. Remove the plastic push button.
And we just take the whole door panel off.
Before removing the connectors on the door, you want to line up the two window regulator bolts up with their appropriate holes by using the window motor.
There we go.
Then disconnect the two electrical connectors. Make sure to unscrew the puddle light bulb. It will be on because the door is open, so be careful because it will be warm. Then remove the door panel. Loosen, do not remove, the two 10mm bolts that are holding the window to the window regulator. Then push the window away from the regulator to break it free. Either push the window up and hold it in place with multiple pieces of strong tape, or remove the window from the door and set it aside. Disconnect the electrical connector to the window motor. Remove the rest of the 10mm bolts that hold the window regulator and window motor to the door. If possible, only loosen the two positioning bolts. Don't remove those ones completely.
And then I'm going to pull this regulator out. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling it up off these two little positioning guys.
Now you can replace just the regulator and swap the motor over, or you can replace the regulator and motor as one unit. The window motor is usually 3 Torx bit screws. Put the regulator back in reverse order. Start by hanging it up on those two positioning bolts.
Okay, so do you see these guys like lined back up in there? They're meant to be just shoved through that hole and then held on.
I see it, yeah.
Yeah, and then I like to put this one on first so that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. And I put everybody on kind of loosely until all the bolts are in, and then I tighten everything down.
Gotcha.
Plug the window motor in and secure the wiring harness back on the door if the clip is not broken. If the clip is broken, you can use a zip tie.
These guys are going to line up with this.
That's the regulator.
Either put the window back in the door or undo the tape holding the window up and slowly lower the window down to the regulator with your hand. The regulator will need to be in the same position as when you took it off, with access to both of those 10mm bolts that hold the window to the regulator. The 10mm bolts on the bottom of the window slide into the regulator. You can slide the regulator arm to fit them into the smaller holes, then tighten down the bolts to 5 to 7 foot-pounds.
Clicking into place.
The trick to putting the door panel back on is to angle it so you catch the inner lip closest to the front of the car in place first. Fish out the electrical connectors before you press the door clips on the door panel back into the door. Put on the door handle, the door cup, the push button, and the plastic cover back on. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe below so we can help other people find this video. You can also find other helpful tips and tricks on my Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn at Girlie Garage.